We've already done one video on how to enter data in there, what the format of our data table should be. This video is on creating a graph. Typically for us, we'll create XY scatter plots. We already have our data table up. First step for us, click on some table that has no data, and then we're going to insert a scatter plot, an XY scatter plot, selecting these data points only. We see that our graph, or soon-to-be graph, is blank. If we had selected a bunch of data up here, there would be a mess of plots here, Excel trying to guess at what we're plotting. Right now then, we're going to tell it more specifically what we're going to plot. I right-click in this area, and then I choose Select Data. There is no data series here, so I'm going to add a data series, and then this allows me to type in the series name, what data I'm plotting, a name for that, a chart title essentially, and then we'll select our X data and we'll select our Y data. The series name, the only time I'm typing, I'm going to plot potential difference versus current. Now our X data, when we went through and did this, click on this, our X data was the potential difference, and I click on this icon again. For our Y data, we recorded the current values, so I click on this icon, then I highlight the numerical data for current, and I click on this again, and we're done. It says we've got this bit of data series plotted or selected. We're on with that, and we've got our graph. This is a legend that tells us if we have multiple plots, some blue diamonds, some green squares, and yellow clover. This is our legend that tells us that. Since here we're only plotting one thing, we don't need a legend. We do need to tell it what our X and Y axes are measuring. So in this format, we're on the graph. If I go to Layout, and then over here is Axes Titles. Click on the Axes Titles. The horizontal axes down here. Now we can choose to either enter our data, our text, either up here, or we can go down here. So for this one, I'll just highlight this, and our x-axis was the potential difference, and that's measured in volts. Now to enter the axes title for our y-axis, again, Layout, Axes Titles, our primary vertical axes, and then we've got these deals here. I'm going to click on Rotated Title. Now instead of clicking down here and highlighting like we did here, double clicking here and highlighting this, we can also just click right here and say current, and that's measured in amps. We do that, hit enter, and we see the text appear here. So we've gone through, selected our data, we've got our data plotted here, we've got names for our axes, names for the chart. That's the quick run through on entering data into that spreadsheet, or entering data and creating a graph.